Suresh Vazirani, Chairman and Managing Director, Transasia Bio-medicals Ltd, Mumbai. Well, diagnostics has come a long way in say last 10 years. Now the country as well as the medical fraternity realizes the importance of diagnostics. Worldwide, it is believed that more than 70% of treatment decisions are made on the basis of blood tests. So whatever the blood test shows, the decision to treat that happens. So more than 70% decisions are based on blood tests. So this diagnostic is very, very important for the proper treatment of any disease. Considering that, even though last 10 years there has been a lot of progress, but even today a study shows that only about 30% people have done the blood tests. 70% of Indian people have never done blood tests. So that leaves out a lot of people which need to be brought in, and I do hope that in next 10 years, with the help of the government plans, that each and every Indian would get opportunity to do the diagnostic tests so that he knows how to take care of his health. I believe that more than half the people who have diabetes do not know that they have diabetes. So how can they take care? So they don't know, and suddenly one day they fall seriously ill and many of them die. Same for the hypertension. So even these basic things right now people do not know. But this is very important, as we know that prevention is better than cure. So the earlier the one gets diagnosed, the better he is able to take care of his health. We also have a lot of new labs opening. In India, they estimate that there are more than 100,000 labs all over India. In last 10 years, even tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities are beginning to have the labs, which is a good thing. As I said, that India is a big country. It needs many more labs to really cover the whole population. Even though we are still short of the proper doctors, MD pathologists are still very few. So a lot of laboratories are opened by the PhDs or the MScs, technicians, which is fine because there is a need for labs, and here are the people who are trained in running the labs. Though they cannot sign the reports, but they can do the tests. So I believe that more than 50,000 labs in India are run by the non-MD path people, almost half, which is meets a big need of the country, and we are trying to see how do we encourage many more such people to set up labs in villages, in small towns, to take care of the population there. I had the fortune of starting Transasia 37 years ago with the conviction to help create a healthy India, happy India, and through prevention and early diagnosis. So Transasia is passionate about diagnosis and prevention, and that's why we are able to reach out to thousands of labs to support them. Transasia was the first company to make in India, to make many of the equipments, diagnostic equipment in India. And today, fortunately, Transasia is the largest company in IVD in India. Even though we have multinationals as our competitors, but Transasia is the number one company and customers' preferred source for instruments, reagents. We are able to provide after-sales service support even in the small towns of India. Our engineers are based in more than 200 cities across the country, which is absolutely fantastic to meet the needs. Today, Transasia has 1,400 people spread all over the country, and with more than 60,000 instruments installed in India, which is absolutely way beyond anybody's imagination. That. So the role Transasia plays in diagnostics is really an enabler role. Through Transasia's affordable and accessible diagnostics, we are able to support the thousands of labs across the country. Well, in India we do not have a long history of IVD industry. As I said, the Transasia started manufacturing in 1991, so we have only about 20 years experience in this line, manufacturing. As a result, we really do not have much technology, technological base, and IVD and diagnostic is all about technology. The technology is evolving very fast, so our challenge has been how do we keep updated with the new technologies in the world. Fortunately, in last 10 years, Transasia has gone out in Europe and USA and acquired 12 companies who have these relevant technologies that we need. And through these acquisitions, we have been able to complete our range of technologies so that today we can say that Transasia is a complete solutions company. The range of technology we have covers every aspect of diagnostics, from biochemistry, hematology, immunology, molecular, urine testing, diabetes, microbiology, complete range of technologies that is required for any diagnostic lab. Of course, the challenge is how to keep up to date. So we have a very strong foundation now, technological foundation, but our challenge is how do we keep it updated. As I said, the diagnostic is all about technology. Technology is evolving very fast across the world. We are in the process of setting up R&D in India as well as in Europe to keep abreast of this one. And we do hope that our dream is to make Transasia a global leader, global technology leader in diagnostics. With these 12 acquisitions that we have made across the world, we are now getting ready to spread our market to all the developing countries of the world, in Asia, in Africa, Eastern Europe, Latin America, and the Russia and CIS countries. We believe that the solutions that we develop for India are very relevant for any emerging country. So that's why we believe that our affordable and innovative diagnostic solutions can be very good for all the emerging markets. So that's our plan to expand our outreach in more than 100 countries, emerging markets, because we understand the needs of an emerging market like India. Our solutions are really fit and best for emerging markets. So we would like to be known as a diagnostic leader in the emerging markets.